Okay, fight fans, welcome back to Fight Week Roundup for the week of the 18th of June, 2014. I, of course, am Manny Montreal, or Manny MTL, and as usual, I'll get started with what we can go see in the local Montreal, Quebec area. So, Saint Foy, Quebec, June the 21st, LAMMQ3. It's an MMA league, support local talent, go check out their website. Boxing Heads, June 28th. Grant Brothers Boxing. There's a Canadian title on the line. It's going to be at the Catalogna Soccerplex. Cheapest tickets are $40. If boxing's not your thing, but you want to see some punching, you got at the Plaza Theater on St. Hubert Street, Victory MMA is going to be putting on a Muay Thai event, so it's Victory 28. You can check out their website. Again, support local talent. Their cheapest tickets are $30. It's going to be some guaranteed banging. If you're not too crazy about the music, don't worry, after a while it drowns itself out. So that being said, if we just skip ahead to what we can watch on Thursday night, again, Fight Network, I love you. Golden Boy Productions is going to be doing an event from Puerto Rico. It's a flyweight eliminator between Arroyo and Saludar. That's going to be live on 7 p.m. on Thursday on the Fight Network. Now, if we skip over Friday and we get right to Saturday, fight fans, we've got a turkey dinner size Saturday. So let me explain. First off, you got World Series of Fighting. They're holding an event. It's World Series of Fighting 10 at 7 p.m. They're holding it at the old UFC home, the Hard Rock in Las Vegas. Now, that's going to be televised on NBC. NBC again on NBC Sportsnet Fight Night. They've got a IBF light heavyweight title being disputed. It's an eliminator again. That's straight from Pennsylvania at 7 p.m. Now, the only recognizable name on there would be Jeff Lacey. However, I want to point out one name, Carl Dragan. The kid's 14-0. He's 28 years old. Hopefully works out to be the proof in the pudding. I'm interested in seeing what this light welterweight's got. We'll see. So that being said, for Boxing Heads again, Showtime. Robert the Ghost Guerrero is fighting a guy named Kamenji. Know nothing about Kamenji. However, I do know plenty about Robert the Ghost Guerrero. And if you don't know him, and if you only know him from his Mayweather fight, well, then you don't know nothing. The kid's going to put on a great show. It's going to be a clinic as far as boxing is concerned. Now, that being said, Showtime's not done with you. On the undercard, you got Gary Russell Jr. against Vasil Lomachenko. This is kind of interesting, because right here you've got the hype versus the hype. So, Gary Russell Jr. is a professional with a 23-0 record. So, maybe he's protected, maybe he's the real thing. However, Vasil Lomachenko was a 400-fight amateur, and he decided to go pro, and on his first fight thought he was good enough to fight for a title. That didn't work out so well for him, and I guess the hype was a little too much. So now, instead of spoon-feeding him someone, they put him against Gary Russell Jr. So the only thing I can surmise is somebody doesn't like Lomachenko. However, we'll see how that works out. Now, after that, you also got Devin Alexander against Jesus Soto Caras. I love saying the guy's name as much as I love watching the guy fight. If there's a Mexican named Jesus fighting, don't bet against him. Chad Dawson's going to be on that card. Also, opening up the event, Sharif Bogare. If you've never seen this guy, he wears a lion's head. The guy's wild to watch. Always puts on a show. That being said, for Boxing Heads, if you're looking for punching and kicking and punching, Glory 17. Again, Fight Network, I love you. They're going to be doing the free show before the pay-per-view. So the pay-per-view is called Last Man Standing, and that's going to be at 10 p.m. Fight Network at 7 p.m. is just doing Glory 17. So basically, we've got 8 hours of punching and kicking. I'm a happy boy. Most of it's going to be free. The couple names I could point out in there, you got Gita versus Verhoeven. That's going to be interesting to watch. You also got Melvin Manoff, and one more name I want to bring up, Bazooka Joe Vataleni. I'm hoping I say his name right. The kid's from Scarborough. He's an Italian kid from out here. He's 13-2, but that doesn't mean jack, because in kickboxing, every fighter's got like a 10-7 record. Somebody's going to sleep. If you've never watched Glory or basically this pay-per-view, this would be the one to order. Best stuff you can watch on the Fight Network. I love it. Mike Tyson and Mayweather are both fans. One little added thing I want to throw in at the end of this video. For UFC 174 last week, I just want to point out a couple things. Obviously, the main theme in my mind is that the whole event was going to be hot and cold, and that's how it panned out for most Canadians. The only two notes I want to point out is that congratulations to Rory. You were dominant. Everyone's talking about this fight like it was your greatest one ever. I think it was one of your best. You still got more in you. There's no denying it, people. The kid's going to be fighting for a title real soon. So bandwagon starts over here, and you guys can jump on. 18jun Johnson. Tough loss. Breaks my heart. Love watching the guy fight. A lot of people don't realize this is 2014. The kid's been fighting since 2002. He's young. Very young. Too young. I say, take a vacay, come back, change up some things, stop dropping the left, and we'll see if the UFC gives you another fight. If not, trust me, plenty of your brothers have found roots elsewhere. So, that being said, fight fans, I'm Manny Montreal. Hit me up on Facebook or Twitter.